Welcome to the Bible Quiz and Trivia channel. Today, we're exploring the historic towns and cities of the Bible, each rich with stories and lessons that have shaped faith through the ages. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like this video to support our content. After the quiz, share your score in the comments. We love seeing how well you do. Are you ready? Let's get started. Question 1. What city was known as the City of David? A. Bethlehem. B. Jerusalem. C. Nazareth. D. Hebron. Answer: B. Jerusalem. Jerusalem is known as the City of David, where King David established his capital and brought the Ark of the Covenant, as mentioned in 2 Samuel 5-6:10. Question 2. In which city was Jesus born? A. Bethlehem. B. Nazareth. C. Jerusalem. D. Capernaum. Answer: A. Bethlehem. Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, fulfilling the prophecy that a ruler would come from Bethlehem, as recounted in Matthew 2:1 and Luke 2:4-7. Question 3. Which city was the home of Abraham before he moved to Canaan? A. B. Haran. C. Damascus. D. Hebron. Answer: A. Abraham originally lived in Ur of the Chaldeans before God called him to move to Canaan, as detailed in Genesis 11:31 and 12:1. Question 4. What city did Lot choose to live in when he separated from Abraham? A. Zor. B. Bethel. C. Sodom. D. Gomorrah. Answer: C. Sodom. Lot chose to live near Sodom, eventually moving into the city, which later became infamous for its wickedness and was destroyed by fire from heaven, as described in Genesis 13:10-13 and 19-129. Question 5. Where did Joshua fight the battle where the sun stood still? A. Jericho. B. C. Gibeon. D. Megiddo. Answer: C. Gibeon. The battle where the sun stood still occurred near Gibeon as Joshua led Israel against a coalition of Amorite kings, detailed in Joshua 10:12-14. Question 6. In what city was the temple built by Solomon? A. Jerusalem. B. Bethlehem. C. Nazareth. D. Hebron. Answer: A. Jerusalem. Solomon built the temple in Jerusalem on Mount Moriah, a significant project that established Jerusalem as the center of worship for Israel, as detailed in 1 Kings 6. Question 7. Which city was destroyed by fire from heaven along with Sodom? A. Jericho. B. Gomorrah. C. Bethel. D. Answer: B. Gomorrah. Along with Sodom, Gomorrah was destroyed by sulfur and fire from heaven due to his people's grievous sins, as recounted in Genesis 19:24-25. Question 8. Where did Jesus perform his first recorded miracle? A. Cana. B. Nazareth. C. Capernaum. D. Bethany. Answer: A. Cana. Jesus performed his first recorded miracle at a wedding in Cana, turning water into wine, as described in John 2:1-11. Question 9. What city was Paul heading to when he encountered Christ on the road? A. Damascus. B. Jerusalem. C. Antioch. D. Tarsus. Answer: A. Damascus. Paul was on his way to Damascus to persecute Christians when he encountered Christ, leading to this dramatic conversion, as detailed in Acts 9-119. Question 10. Where was the disciple Thomas when Jesus appeared to the other disciples after his resurrection? A. Not present. B. In the room. C. On the road. D. At the Sea of Galilee. Answer: A. Not present. Thomas was not present when Jesus first appeared to the other disciples after his resurrection, leading to his initial doubt about Jesus' resurrection, recounted in John 20:24-25. Question 11. What city did Jonah attempt to flee to instead of going to Nineveh? A. Tarshish. B. Joppa. C. Bethlehem. D. Damascus. Answer: A. Tarshish. Jonah attempted to flee to Tarshish by ship from Joppa to avoid his mission to Nineveh, as stated in Jonah 1-3. Question 12. Which city's walls fell after Joshua and the Israelites marched around them for 7 days? A. Jericho. B. A. C. Bethel. D. Gibeon. Answer: A. Jericho. The walls of Jericho fell after Joshua and the Israelites marched around them for 7 days, following God's specific instructions, as recounted in Joshua 6. Question 13. What major city did Peter visit that was known for its magical practices, as recorded in Acts? A. Corinth. B. Ephesus. C. Antioch. D. Thessalonica. Answer: B. Ephesus. Peter visited Ephesus, known for its magical practices, where significant conflicts between new Christian teachings and local pagan practices occurred, as detailed in Acts 19. Question 14. In what city was the first Christian church outside of Jerusalem established? A. Antioch. B. Ephesus. C. Damascus. D. Corinth. Answer: A. Antioch. The first Christian church outside of Jerusalem was established in Antioch, where believers were first called Christians, as mentioned in Acts 11:19-26. Question 15. Which city was known as the place where believers were first called Christians? A. Jerusalem. B. Bethlehem. C. Antioch. D. Nazareth. Answer: C. Antioch. Antioch is noted as the city where followers of Jesus were first called Christians, marking a significant development in the early Christian community, detailed in Acts 11:26. Question 16. What city was Paul in when he was struck blind? A. Damascus. B. Jerusalem. C. Antioch. D. Tarsus. Answer: A. Damascus. Paul was nearing Damascus when he was struck blind by a light from heaven, leading to his conversion, as recounted in Acts 9-38. Question 17. Where did Jesus raise Lazarus from the dead? A. Jerusalem. B. Bethany. C. Bethlehem. D. Nazareth. Answer: B. Bethany. Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead in Bethany, demonstrating his power over death and foreshadowing his own resurrection, as detailed in John 11. Question 18. Which city is known in Revelation as the place where Satan has his throne? A. Rome. B. Babylon. C. Pergamum. D. Ephesus. Answer: C. Pergamum. Pergamum is referred to in Revelation as the place where Satan has his throne, highlighting the city's significant pagan practices and persecutions against Christians, as mentioned in Revelation 2:13. Question 19. In which city did Jesus tell Zacchaeus to come down from the sycamore tree? A. Jericho. B. Jerusalem. C. Bethany. D. Capernaum. Answer: A. Jericho. Jesus met Zacchaeus in Jericho and told him to come down from the sycamore tree, leading to Zacchaeus hosting Jesus and converting, as recounted in Luke 19 to 110. Question 20. Which city was destroyed by an earthquake during Paul and Silas's imprisonment? A. Philippi. B. Thessalonica. C. Corinth. D. Ephesus. Answer: A. Philippi. An earthquake occurred during Paul and Silas's imprisonment in Philippi, which led to the jailer's conversion and the release of the prisoners, as described in Acts 16:25-34. Question 21. What city did Abraham rescue Lot from after it was conquered by kings from the east? A. Sodom, Gomorrah. C. Zoar. D. Hebron. Answer: A. Sodom. Abraham rescued Lot from Sodom after it was conquered by the coalition of kings from the east, as described in Genesis 14:12-16. Question 22. In which city did Paul preach a sermon on Mars Hill? A. Corinth. B. Ephesus. C. Athens. D. Rome. Answer: C. Athens. Paul preached a sermon on Mars Hill, or the Areopagus, in Athens, addressing the philosophers and presenting the concept of the unknown God to them, as recounted in Acts 17:22-31. Question 23. What city was home to Lydia, the seller of purple cloth? A. Thyatira. B. Philippi. C. Troas. D. Corinth. Answer: B. Philippi. Lydia, the seller of purple cloth, was from the city of Thyatira, but met Paul in Philippi, where she became a significant supporter of the Christian movement, as detailed in Acts 16:14-15. Question 24. What city did Jesus weep over due to its impending destruction? A. Capernaum. B. Nazareth. C. Jerusalem. D. Bethany. Answer: C. Jerusalem. Jesus wept over Jerusalem because of its impending destruction and the people's failure to recognize the time of God's coming to them, as described in Luke 19:41-44. Question 25. Which city was the center of worship for the Samaritans? A. Samaria. B. Sychar. C. Shechem. D. Gilgal. Answer: A. Samaria. Samaria was the central city of the northern kingdom of Israel and became the center of worship for the Samaritans, especially noted during Jesus' interactions with the Samaritan woman at the well in John 4. Question 26. Where did the angel tell Joseph to flee to with Mary and Jesus to escape Herod's massacre? A. Bethlehem. B. Egypt. C. Nazareth. D. Damascus. Answer: B. Egypt. The angel instructed Joseph to flee to Egypt with Mary and Jesus to escape King Herod's massacre of the infants in Bethlehem, as recounted in Matthew 2:13-14. Question 27. What seaside city was Jonah leaving from when he set sail for Tarshish? A. Joppa. B. Caesarea. C. Tyre. D. Sidon. Answer: A. Joppa. Jonah set sail from Joppa to flee to Tarshish, running away from his prophetic mission to Nineveh, as mentioned in Jonah 1-3. Question 28. In which city did a woman anoint Jesus' feet with perfume while he was dining at a Pharisee's house? A. Bethany. B. Capernaum. C. Jerusalem. D. Nain. Answer: A. Bethany. In Bethany, a woman anointed Jesus' feet with perfume at the home of Simon the Pharisee, demonstrating profound devotion and recognition of Jesus' messianic role, as recounted in Luke 7:36-50. Question 29. What Philistine city was Samson brought to for entertainment shortly before his death? A. Gaza. B. Ashkelon. C. Gath. D. Ekron. Answer: A. Gaza. Samson was brought to Gaza, where he was imprisoned by the Philistines and later brought out to entertain them, leading to his final act of strength in bringing down the temple, as detailed in Judges 16:21-30. Question 30. In which city did Paul find a Jewish synagogue when he visited for the first time? A. Antioch. B. Damascus. C. Ephesus. D. Thessalonica. Answer: D. Thessalonica. When Paul visited Thessalonica for the first time, he went to the Jewish synagogue to preach, as was his custom, leading to several weeks of ministry there, as described in Acts 17:1-4. Question 31. Which city was the hometown of Mary, Martha, and Lazarus? A. Bethany. B. Bethlehem. C. Nazareth. D. Capernaum. Answer: A. Bethany. Mary, Martha, and Lazarus were from Bethany, where Jesus often visited and performed the miracle of raising Lazarus from the dead, as noted in John 11. Question 32. What city was the capital of King Ahab's kingdom? A. Samaria. B. Jezreel. C. Jerusalem. D. Damascus. Answer: A. Samaria. Samaria was the capital of the northern kingdom of Israel during King Ahab's reign, prominently featured in the stories of his interactions with the prophet Elijah, as recorded in 1 Kings 16:29 onwards. Question 33. Where was the pool of Bethesda, where Jesus healed a paralyzed man? A. Capernaum. B. Jerusalem. C. Bethsaida. D. Jericho. Answer: B. Jerusalem. The pool of Bethesda, where Jesus healed a paralyzed man who had been invalid for 38 years, was located in Jerusalem, as described in John 5:1-9. Question 34. Which city did King David capture and establish as his capital? A. Hebron. B. Jerusalem. C. Bethlehem. D. Jericho. Answer: B. Jerusalem. King David captured Jerusalem and established it as the capital of the United Kingdom of Israel, bringing the Ark of the Covenant there and making it the spiritual and political center of Israel, as detailed in 2 Samuel 5-6-10. Question 35. What city was renowned for its library and was a significant center of early Christianity? A. Alexandria. B. Antioch. C. Ephesus. D. Rome. Answer: A. Alexandria. Alexandria was renowned for its great library and became a significant center of early Christianity, influential in Christian theology and scholarly pursuits. Question 36. In which city did an angel appear to Joseph in a dream telling him to take Mary as his wife? A. Bethlehem. B. Nazareth. C. Jerusalem. D. Capernaum. Answer: B. Nazareth. An angel appeared to Joseph in a dream in Nazareth, instructing him to take Mary as his wife, assuring him of the divine nature of her pregnancy, as recounted in Matthew 1:20-24. Question 37. What city did the wise men visit to find the newborn king of the Jews? A. Jerusalem. B. Bethlehem. C. Nazareth. D. Hebron. Answer: B. Bethlehem. The wise men visited Bethlehem in search of the newborn king of the Jews, following the star that led them to where Jesus was born, as mentioned in Matthew 2:111. Question 38. What city is prophesied in the Old Testament to be rebuilt by a man named Zerubbabel? A. Jerusalem. B. Babylon. C. Jericho. D. Bethel. Answer A. Jerusalem. Zerubbabel is prophesied to play a key role in the rebuilding of Jerusalem, particularly in the restoration of the temple, as highlighted in books like Haggai and Zechariah. Question 39. Which city did Jesus cleanse off merchants in the temple? A. Bethlehem. B. Nazareth. C. Jerusalem. D. Capernaum. Answer C. Jerusalem. Jesus cleansed the temple in Jerusalem, driving out the merchants and money changers, emphasizing the temple's purpose as a house of prayer, as detailed in all four Gospels. A. Matthew 21:12-13. Question 40. In what city was Philip when an angel of the Lord told him to go south to the road that descends from Jerusalem to Gaza? A. Samaria. B. Damascus. C. Caesarea. D. Joppa. Answer A. Samaria. Philip was in Samaria when an angel of the Lord instructed him to go south towards the road that descends from Jerusalem to Gaza, leading to his encounter with the Ethiopian eunuch, as described in Acts 8:26-40. Question 41. What was the Roman name for the city of Bethsaida? A. Julius. B. Caesarea. C. Capernaum. D. Tiberias. Answer A. Julius. Bethsaida was also known by the Roman name Julius, as referenced in historical texts, suggesting it was upgraded to a polis by the Tetrarch Philip and possibly renamed in honor of Julia, the daughter of Augustus. Question 42. Where did Paul stay for 2 years in his own rented house? A. Ephesus. B. Rome. C. Corinth. D. Antioch. Answer B. Rome. Paul stayed for 2 years in his own rented house in Rome, where he continued to preach the gospel under house arrest, as detailed in Acts 28:30-31. Question 43. Which city is described in Revelation as having streets of gold? A. New Jerusalem. B. Babylon. C. Rome. D. Jerusalem. Answer A. New Jerusalem. The New Jerusalem, as described in Revelation 21:21, is depicted as having streets of gold, transparent as glass, symbolizing its divine glory and purity. Question 44. In which city did Jesus say, "Woe to you, Chorazin! Woe to you, Bethsaida"? A. Capernaum. B. Nazareth. C. Jerusalem. D. Chorazin. Answer D. Chorazin. Jesus pronounced woes upon Chorazin and Bethsaida for their unrepentance despite witnessing many of his miracles, as recounted in Matthew 11:21. Question 45. What city did the Holy Family return to after fleeing to Egypt? A. Bethlehem. B. Nazareth. C. Jerusalem. D. Hebron. Answer B. Nazareth. After returning from Egypt, the Holy Family went to Nazareth, which became Jesus' childhood home, as detailed in Matthew 2:22-23. Question 46. Where did Elijah have his showdown with the prophets of Baal? A. Mount Sinai. B. Mount Zion. C. Mount Carmel. D. Mount Moriah. Answer C. Mount Carmel. Elijah's showdown with the prophets of Baal, where he demonstrated God's power by calling down fire from heaven, took place on Mount Carmel, as recounted in 1 Kings 18:20-40. Question 47. What city was Saul near when he had his conversion experience on the road to Damascus? A. Jerusalem. B. Tarsus. C. Antioch. D. Damascus. Answer: D. Damascus. Saul was nearing Damascus when he had his dramatic conversion experience on the road, where he encountered a blinding light and the voice of Jesus, leading to his transformation into the Apostle Paul, as detailed in Acts 9-36. Question 48. In which city did Peter raise Tabitha from the dead? A. Lydda. B. Joppa. C. Caesarea. D. Antioch. Answer: B. Joppa. Peter raised Tabitha, Dorcas, from the dead in Joppa, demonstrating the power of God and leading many to believe, as detailed in Acts 9:36-42. Question 49. What was the main city of commerce that Paul visited during his third missionary journey? A. Ephesus. B. Corinth. C. Thessalonica. D. Philippi. Answer: A. Ephesus. During his third missionary journey, Paul spent a significant amount of time in Ephesus, which was a major center of commerce and played a key role in the spread of Christianity in the region, as detailed in Acts 19. Question 50. Which city is known as the place where John the Baptist was imprisoned? A. Machaerus. B. Herodium. C. Masada. D. Bethany. Answer: A. Machaerus. John the Baptist was imprisoned and eventually beheaded in Machaerus, a fortress east of the Dead Sea, as described in historical accounts and alluded to in Matthew 14-3:12.